All right, update on the market here on the 20th. I'll probably go over maybe the indexes, Tesla, maybe Microsoft, maybe Nvidia, and maybe Apple, yes. So, of course, we got this sell-off down here. If you watched my last video, it's pretty much playing out what I talked about. We got a B wave here. This is probably the A wave. It could be the overall B wave too. It just depends. Is it going to break this right here? I don't know. If so, then this is wave 1, wave 2. We're looking for wave 3 up here like that. Or the alternative is this is A. We're working on a B wave, and we're going to get another move down here. That would look like that. So let's see. This would be A, B, and this would be a 5-wave move up to here. And then we would get a C wave down, and then that would be the overall B wave. So it would look like this. It would look like basically like that. So I don't have any preference. If it wants to go up tomorrow, I got some bullish positions on it. I'll probably sell when we hit this box. If we come down here, I might buy some more. I have some puts as well that I'm just going to average into as we get up higher here. And I'll sell those if we come down here. But I don't expect a sell-off to this box anytime soon. We'll probably come up here first and then come down here. And then at that point, it just comes down to, is this an ABC move or is this a first wave? So we're going to get this and then go higher, potentially all the way up here to 290 because of 1.61 fib. It's like 280 actually, maybe 280. Or is this going to end up being like this? And we just go fall off a cliff. That's the second option. I'm leaning towards ABC because we have the Cybertruck coming up here on the 30th. So I think that we could potentially come back down here maybe in the next like 4 or 5 days, maybe by the end of the week or maybe early next week, and then slowly come up here into the announcement and then probably blast off into the announcement and after the announcement is what I'm guessing. But again, I don't have any preference. We'll see what happens with it. It's a slow day, but the overall market's just melting up. So QQQ. This probably has. This is a third wave right here. So fourth wave's right here. You're looking at. We're probably in a third wave of a third wave. So really, after this move, I wouldn't want to be in it that much. It's going to go higher, but 1, 2, something like that probably. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been pretty lazy today. I haven't traded this at all. Kind of taking the day off, doing a little Tesla trading, and that's pretty much it. So SPY is going to be the same thing. Let's go over Microsoft. Microsoft's in a wave 5 in my opinion. Let's go to the 4-hour though, and just see. So I think this is the fourth wave right here. We hit the 1.61 fib. We retraced about $10, and we're starting to go higher again. This could go all the way up to 400. You look at the length of wave 1, potentially 404 on this move, and then we get a pullback. So that's another 10%. So we'll see how that goes, but it should be in a fifth wave. Yeah, that's pretty much it on Microsoft. Let's go over Apple. And Apple is just melting up the same way. This one is definitely in a C wave. So definitely. So A, B, C. The maximum it can go it can go all the way up to potentially 204. So you can see where we're headed to. We have a gap fill though at 195. So I wouldn't expect it to go much farther than 195. We are in a supply zone right here. It filled both of these gaps. I can get rid of that. So Apple, in my opinion, is actually in a second wave or a B wave. So and it's showing that we should get another move down. This is not a completion of a move right here. That is an ABC move, and it broke the low of this. You know it's a B wave. This is a C wave. So I don't know where this is going to end at. It could go all the way to 204, but there's a gap fill here at 195. This should be pretty bearish coming up, but maybe they'll draw this out all the way to like mid-December. They could do this for another month or so. So that's Apple, the dollar. On the dollar, so the dollar is though showing. The dollar is really weak. And honestly, it probably just completed a third wave. It didn't break outside the parallel line, but it hit the 1.61 fib. It could still be a B wave as well, but it would be a very long. No, it can't be a B wave. This is a 5-wave move. So I think this is a third wave right here. That doesn't really match up with Apple very well, but that has to be a third wave. So again, probably looking at something like this. And then we'll probably get a pullback in like mid-December. Something like that, and then get more downside. So we're really just in the very beginning of this move. This ends up being 5 waves. The minimum it can go is, let's see here. No, that's a completion. I mean, it's going down to 93. So we're really in the first wave of this move. So expect a pullback here, a mini pullback here soon, and then another move lower. And then once it goes lower, that will be 5 waves, and then we can retrace. And then that's when you want to start buying everything right there, because then we're going to get a huge third wave down, and that's when everything's going to go ballistic. So Apple's the only weird one, but maybe for some reason it's not. Maybe it is completion of it. It could be a completion, I guess. Look at it one more time. I guess it could be, I don't know. It looks like a B wave to me, though. So maybe when the dollar pulls back, we get a retracement on Apple. I don't know. That one's kind of weird. 10-year yield is dropping as well. So we have 1, 2, probably 3 here, 4, and maybe working on a 5th wave. So maybe something like that. And then we'll pull back on that. I thought it was going to be finished up here, but it's keep on going down today. We are coming close to the lows of Friday. So I expect those probably to break, unless this is the bottom right here. If it's the bottom, then you're still looking at these targets for a second wave right here at 4.72 minimum. So not really the setup to chase stocks right now, but I think that we're going to get a pullback here soon, and on that pullback, you're going to want to buy because there's probably going to be an explosive rally after that. So on Tesla, again, where are we at now? Yeah, see it's pulling back here. I actually just added a put a little bit ago because I figured that it's going to do something stupid like that. It's going to end up being, it looks to me like it's probably going to be like this. And then we're going to get the 5 waves higher up here to 242. So it's going to be another day, or probably another day of just chop down. Maybe down here to like 231. That's what I see. That's pretty much it for now. It's a slow week, and I expect it to be pretty slow. I don't think NVIDIA earnings are going to do that much. even though if they're really bad, I mean, they're probably going to kill the premium, I would think, and make this week kind of choppy. I mean, it's going up now, yes, but choppy for the rest of the week. And I don't expect much to happen. I'll be on the road for the next couple days, so I won't be able to trade. So I'm probably not going to make many videos either. So that's pretty much my expectations on Tesla. Expected to hit 242 at some point in the next couple of days. Potentially the 1.61 fib at 244. And then you're looking at, again, another move down here to fill this gap at 224. So that's it for me. Next couple days, no videos. Maybe on Friday, but and maybe on Wednesday if I have a chance to, but I'm going to be driving across a few states, so that's pretty much it. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Oh, I didn't go over in the video though. Let me go over in the video. The video at 5:04. I had a comment on this one. I think this is wave 1, and I think it's probably in a 5th wave just like Microsoft. But again, when you have this many green candles in a row, it just comes down to the earnings. I don't know how the earnings are going to be. So if earnings are good, we're probably going to go higher because this can go on as long as it wants. If earnings are bad, we're probably going to sell off. So there's not really any opinion on that one until we see some consolidation on it. I would look for it to probably be something like this, though. Now let's go to the weekly. Although we are at the very top of this range, too. So it is due for a pullback. So we'll see how it goes. But again, there's not really any opinion. It could fly on earnings. It could pull back. I would think that it's probably priced in a lot of the good earnings, but this market continues to defy any logic. So it's really hard to say right now. I would expect, I don't know. I want to wait for consolidation. Last thing, the VIX is in a weekly demand zone. I would expect a bounce in the VIX here soon. It completed, it looks like it completed or is in the middle of completing a 5-wave move to the downside. So I would want to see the VIX probably pop back up here at some point in the next couple of days, maybe by the end of the week or early next week. I don't think it's going to break below this weekly demand zone at 1267. If it does, that's a crazy move, but I wouldn't expect it. So that's pretty much the layout. Let me know if I missed anything, and I'll answer it in the comments. And have a good Thanksgiving. I will talk to you in the next couple of days.